Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. Today, I'm going to be reading a story called Jacob and the Magical Key. Go ahead, sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a little boy named Jacob. Jacob lived in a small village surrounded by lush green forests and sparkling blue rivers. He loved to explore the forest and play by the river. He would spend hours collecting flowers, chasing butterflies, and playing with the animals. One day, as he was playing by the river, he noticed something strange in the water. It was a shiny, silver object that looked like a key. He picked it up and examined it closely. It was a beautiful key with intricate designs etched on it. He wondered what it could be for. Jacob decided to take the key to his grandmother, who was the wisest person in the village. His grandmother was known for her knowledge of ancient artifacts and hidden treasures. When Jacob showed her the key, his grandmother's eyes widened in surprise. "My dear Jacob," she said, "this is a magical key. It can unlock the door to a hidden garden filled with the most beautiful flowers in the world." Jacob's eyes widened with excitement. He had never heard of such a garden before. His grandmother gave him a map to the garden and told him to be careful on his journey. Jacob set off on his adventure, following the map through the forest. He encountered many obstacles along the way: steep cliffs, raging rivers, and dark caves. But he was determined to find the garden and unlock its secrets. Finally, after many days of travel, Jacob arrived at the hidden garden. The gate was locked, but he used the magical key to unlock it. As he stepped inside, he gasped in wonder. The garden was filled with the most beautiful flowers he had ever seen. There were roses of every color, lilies, daisies, and even exotic orchids. Jacob spent the whole day exploring the garden, picking flowers and making bouquets to take back to his village. As the sun began to set, he knew it was time to go home. On his way back, Jacob realized that the magical key had disappeared from his pocket. He searched high and low, but he couldn't find it. He was heartbroken, thinking that he would never be able to visit the garden again. When he arrived back at the village, his grandmother was waiting for him. "Did you find the garden?" she asked. "Yes," said Jacob. "It was the most beautiful place I've ever seen." "I'm glad you enjoyed it," said his grandmother, smiling. "But don't worry about the key. It was only meant to be used once. The garden will always be there for you to visit, as long as you remember the way." Jacob smiled, feeling happy and content. He knew he had discovered a magical place, and that he would always be able to find it, even without the key. From that day on, he cherished the memory of the hidden garden and visited it often, sharing its beauty with the people of his village. Thank you so much for reading along with me. I hope you enjoyed this story as much as I did. Be sure to ask your parents to like and subscribe to this channel so that you can get notified every time we share a new story.